Coming up, Brian and I will review the season finale of Din Djarin. This episode is entitled The Punching of Baby Yoda.
This to me is the best episode. I had to decide that, but I love this episode so much. And it has everything to do with what makes Star Wars cool. And that's part of it. When Star Wars came out, it was probably the coolest thing that ever happened in movies. And there are so many moments in this episode that are just cool. Now, I do have some issues with a few things here and there, but overall, I love this episode because it's cool.
I have a slight gripe. I think they went too far with the Stormtroopers can't shoot joke.
Too far. So you have Sudeikis and somebody else. I guess it's him. I hear him under there. I'm like, all right, there's that guy. Everything about how those guys were terrible pays off when IG-11 comes and destroys them. But, to your point, perhaps they did go too far, but
a little bit. I like the joke.
He shakes the gun, right?
Yeah,
he shakes the little biker scout gun.
Yeah.
That was unpleasant. I'm sorry you had to see that. So there's a lot of good lines.
I love the poking fun, the self-aware that we're making fun of the Mando in the show. I enjoyed that. I just thought it went a little too far on the shooting joke.
I get it.
What'd you think about the punching?
The punching of the baby?
Yeah.
So now, I think a lot of silliness was out there because of him getting punched, and like, how dare they? I don't know. I don't care. Who cares about who cares what I say, much less what anybody else does. So to me, that was just another reason to love him even more, and another reason to love IG-11 for saving him. Like, it's just the bad guys and the good guys.
How many people acted like they were upset about it, but secretly thought it was hilarious? I don't know.
Let's just be honest people.
You liked it.
Let's be forthright.
Yeah.
That vent that they're trying to get through. So meanwhile, Grief, Kara, Mando are all stuck. They've gotten some, you have until nightfall or whatever by Moff. I didn't like that. You give him until nightfall. How about 10 minutes? Let's give him 10 minutes, not nightfall.
Well, he said nightfall, and then he had a dramatic about face, and then he walked off, and then,
that vent. I will say this. If you're talking about the joke, I'm talking about that vent that they can't get through. So every vent I've ever seen in Star Wars, especially in A New Hope, when they are socked in at the prison cell, they shoot a hole right into the side of the wall and jump into the trash compactor. That vent was a very convenient, terrible iron vent that could not be taken apart. So it kind of left them stuck there. And so I was like, well, I'll take that.
They've got bantha spray. They've got all these things that can float, but yet they can't open that door. Yeah.
So Bacta. So that's Bacta, also something. So you have Luke. We first learned of Luke in the Bacta tank in Empire Strikes Back after the Wampa attack, and evidently that stuff is magic. Yeah. That is the most. Everybody needs that magic elixir. Or I don't know what exactly, but it's just like that's what we need. That's what we need. Bacta right now. That's what the world needs.
It's all natural. So you've got this facility there. They're inside. The stormtroopers and Moff Gideon are outside. They said, okay, you've got till nightfall to get out of there. They find the vent. They go down, and then are the Mandalorians or the dead Mandalorians, are they conveniently underneath, or did they travel great distances, or were they under there? Like, how did that all work out?
Oh, just from a technical standpoint, I think, well, there's just this underground system, and he knew kind of where to get to. And this is after so many things have transpired. Yeah, there's a lot of that technical spatial stuff that I sometimes have to let go by the wayside.
Yeah.
Let me just throw this out. One of my favorite things that I've ever seen in Star Wars is the IG-11 on the bikers.
Yes.
With Yoda, baby Yoda, the child, whatever. Cruising as fast as he can, destroying, shooting, maiming stormtroopers. I could watch that 20 times. I could watch it on a loop because it's just great television. And that's what I'm talking about. The idea that they know how to put together, they know how to construct things that makes it fun. And you love IG-11 even more, and you hate it even. And I will say this, we've lost our Queel.
Yeah, we love Queel.
Favorite Ugnaught, and we're going to lose IG-11. And if anything, I'll say I hate that we have lost two fantastic characters. Now there'll be other characters, of course, but to have both of them gone in the these two episodes is a real bummer because they're so great. And I love that crew together. That feels like, you know how they tried so hard to make Ray, Finn, and Poe and everybody such buddies, and it was like too little, too late. I feel like
because they waited till the third movie.
this crew got together in a TV show season, and I'm watching them, and I'm like, okay, there's Kara, there's Grief, there's Mando, IG-11, a great ragtag crew, and I think they did a cool job with Rogue One and putting them together. But that was something that's just good writing of them putting together a cool crew, and Queel too. Like, you just want all these guys together and have these adventures. And so I hate that two of them are gone.
IG and Baby Yoda, that to me had a Terminator 2 vibe to it, which I enjoyed. That was fun.
Yeah, the old they come with me if you want to live.
Live.
Yeah, just like him and John Connor and Arnold on the motorcycle.
Yeah,
totally. That's a good point. Baby Yoda repels the fireman stormtroopers fire. So you get the flamethrower guy.
Mm-hmm.
I could say this, and this is it's not even a gripe. It's just one of those things that they've already made the choice. That certainly could have used some John Williams music. Now, the music's very good, but wouldn't it have been nice to have like some sort of, I don't know. It's just
I didn't notice, but I mean, we always need more John Williams.
Sure. It's kind of like when Yoda lifts Luke's X-Wing out of the swamp. That's already great cinema, but the music lifts it up over everything else and turns it into something otherworldly and magical. And that's just what he does. That's what Williams is able to do.
Brian, has there been any John Williams moments in season 1 of Mandalorian? I don't think there has been.
Where they've played John Williams music?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. I don't know if they're waiting or.
Yeah, maybe for the series finale.
How do you like the name Din Djarin, by the way? Are you happy with that name?
That's cool. Oh, yeah.
Din Djarin gets a jetpack at the end from the armorer. The armorer returns, which she's wonderful, and she
is very powerful and strong, and I would not want to mess with her. And even though I cannot see her face, I'm imagining her eyes are doing this, and they're very wide.
Thank you.
Don't you think she makes that face? Yes. Hello.
Yes. We're never going to find that out. That's the best part. But
yes.
Now we can dream.
But I've never seen. Sorry to interrupt. I've never seen a stormtrooper's helmet crack like that. That was pretty intense. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the plastic finally cracked. Right. Yeah. The jetpack that he gets, and he finally understands how to use it. She says it will obey your commands, but him. Basically going after Moff Gideon in the TIE fighter with his jetpack. That's also another moment which you're like, well, they're topping themselves. We lose IG-11. He sacrifices himself to blow up the stormtroopers so they can.
We had an R2D2 looking droid with long legs
and arms. He's the riverboat captain, doing one of these.
Kara's reaction to Mando getting injured and possibly dying. I mean, I believe she likes him, but at the same time, it's like, do you really care about him that much? You've been on like one mission together. I don't know. Maybe that's harsh. Did you notice anything about her reaction to?
I think she was. I got to say, if I'm delving deeper, I would say I like that there is some more emotion in these places, because we've missed a lot of that throughout the trilogy and the prequels of just some real like feelings in some places. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's just, she has because they're kind of war bound in many ways. So I think that's part of it as well. It's like she hates that this guy who has done so much maybe has, she has her soft spot, I guess you could say. We need IG-11 to come in and do all the things. IG-11 is the MVP of this entire episode. He does everything, sacrifices himself, which is a total bummer. I'm going to miss him too. Just like Queel, I miss IG-11. Great character.
He was awesome. they're going to have to fill the void somehow with Quill's character. So I'm hoping they get a character that's the same species as the banking clan. You know, the real skinny one. The banking clan will sign your treaty, and he should have that voice.
What Tambor is who we want? We want the guy from the other guy, the Techno Union Army.
Yes. Yes.
We already know. We've already talked about this. We've touched upon it of the casting of season 2, so we get a sense of who's going to be coming in.
Sure.
So for all the talk of we're bummed that Quill's gone and we're IG-11's gone, boy, there's going to be some great characters coming in. I can't wait. We need to talk about the Darksaber. The Darksaber is kind of one of those items that Star Wars fans know because it's been sprinkled throughout series and comics. And it's kind of like, I may be wrong, it's kind of like the One Ring in Lord of the Rings. It's like it passes from person to person and it never stays with anybody too long, but it's one of a kind. And evidently it was made by a Mandalorian who was the first Mandalorian Jedi or something like that.
How cool is that?
Oh, it's great. I can't wait. And I love that Moff Gideon has it. And he is such a formidable foe.
Do you think we'll see the Darksaber fight another lightsaber in season 2?
Yeah, absolutely. Because Ahsoka.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So if we have a Jedi who was Anakin's Padawan. Yeah. And she's wildly popular. People love that character. I love that she's going to be, not a cartoon for once. Right. That's great.
Played by Rosario Dawson. It's a great actor. Yes. She's great.
I think that's perfect casting. So when I saw that, I was like, sweet, great.
Yeah, me too. Great. Me too. Do you think we'll see, other than Boba Fett and Ahsoka, do you think we'll see any other original trilogy characters or other familiar characters from?
Yes, I do. I do think so.
The Bill Burr character and all of them from the Prisoner episode, I feel like they'll return.
Definitely.
That'll be fun.
Annoyingly, yeah. Like I wish he'd have killed them, but I understand why he kept them alive. I said that in the last part. Just kill them all. They're all terrible. They're not nice people. Not nice aliens.
What are you looking forward to next season?
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Totally. I think that's the obvious. What about you?
Boba Fett.
Yeah. It's going to give him an opportunity to do cool things for once.
No, they seem to be all on point for production. Had they finished filming before the pandemic, or did they cheat on the lockdown, or do you know?
I don't know.
I could probably look
I just like that everybody's in masks. Just put everybody in mask and cheat.
No, it doesn't.
Cheat the one shot.
Yes.
That's all you have to do.
Well, let's get out of here. I told my kids to watch a TV show so I can go in my laundry room and Zoom with my friend and talk about another TV show. So
delightful.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, Cameron.
Bye.
It's all about humanity.